What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to BioInc Redemption. This time we are tackling the second mission of the death campaign. It's called Death Race, Race Against an AI Opponent. So basically an AI opponent and I are trying to kill our patient, and we'll see who beats him faster. Now for this one we will do the Easter egg. We will call him Donald Trump. We do this once just to showcase it, and you will see in a moment what this does. It is a pretty neat Easter egg, but you know. Once again, collateral. Proof of strength here. Make treatments. Actually there is no treatment, so it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. There's no treatment. System collapse speed and higher value points. So in Death Race, as we start with, this is kind of the Easter egg. You get the Donald Trump head. Think about it what you will, I mean, whatever. You can do this in the Doctor campaign as well when you save Donald Trump. So this is not really an anti, this is just a little bit of an Easter egg, you know. Now, the strategy that I am going for in this particular case is going to be where we are going into wait again. We are going into wait again. Get this. I want to start off with risk factors. Now I know you might think, well, why on earth are you doing this? We are racing against an AI opponent. Shouldn't we focus? And there is no cure. Shouldn't we focus on diseases? Try to kill him as fast as possible. Well, yes. And no. You do have a point, it's just not a very great one. As I'm deviating my build a little bit. Now what point do you have? Well, there is no cure, and as you can see we are down to 98, we are still at 100%. I know this, I know where you're coming from, but I'm going to show you that getting risk factors early, even if you are racing for it, is still a good idea. Because think about it, he is now spending more points on his diseases than we will do, and his diseases aren't quite as strong as ours will be. And we are missing way too many of these green bubbles. This is not a good start for us, but I'm sure we will recover through tactic and proper game play. Now if you are interested in playing this game, there is hotkeys for... This costs 18 and brings us Drug Addict. Drug Addict, really good. So I want to go into Drug Addict here. Yeah, Flu Epidemic. Flu Epidemic means he's gonna have a lot of these points pop up over that time. As you can see, a lot of them popping up in different systems, and that's kind of a bummer. You are going to miss some, but you will still get quite a few of them. Circulatory, we want to get this. And now we will focus on diseases. Now we got a very good spread, basically everything So we need 4 points for this. That's the drug addict animation. That is actually pretty cool. We do have enough of a spread of the risk factors now. That costs 6. Where I can say, well, I am now comfortable going into diseases. We missed that one. Didn't quite get that. Question is, do these... No, these cost 2. No, we didn't. We didn't go for the price reduction skills here, but this should still help us out a lot. The path we went. These are expensive. Well, they're not expensive, it's just they cost more than the 0 we are accustomed to. So we still go for circulatory first here. Now obviously you can go different builds, you can attack other systems first. It's just what I am currently most comfortable with. And what I think is the easiest to go for, because there's the most risk factors for circulatory. For reasons unknown. Let's go for 15 here. Now he is ahead, he is pretty far ahead, he is at 77% health. He has a good lead on us. But I am going to show you that this does not matter, it just doesn't. And we are going to make sure that you get to see this. What does the stroke cost? 20. 20 for the stroke. Question is, do I want to get the stroke? No, I don't. We go into nervous, we go here, we go... Can't afford any of this. More points. A lot of the game is just waiting for points. Although I find this a lot more troubling in the doctor campaign. This is not too bad. Let's go for dementia. Properly age, yeah. The age requisites or prerequisites are pretty hefty. There's a lot of things that require over 60 years old, so getting that is usually a pretty good idea. He's down to 65% health, the AI opponent, so that's pretty good. You don't need as many risk factors as I went for, you can probably cut it a little bit shorter. And this costs 18. I do, however, think you want a good spread. You can go the weight-based build with the weight skill in the beginning. And in my opinion, that's the single most efficient build in the game right now. Obviously this is subject to change with patches or whatever, so always look out a little bit for what could be effective or what isn't effective. And we are going for major depression right now. And now we're going to take a look what else is possibly in danger. So I'm looking at where do we have at least 2 risk factors working together. Digestive, renal. I mean circular system is going to die. He is dehydrated now, also in muscular. And renal. Okay, that basically... Kidney cysts, kidney failure, urinary incontinence, urinary tract infection. This is actually quite funny, like... I mean, this is not specific to like Donald Trump or anything, but whoever the guy is that you put in there is the single most unlucky person on Earth. I mean, Look at how many diseases that poor guy has. And we have our first system failure, and quite a few will follow soon. Jesus. Chronic kidney failure, which also hurts the immune system. This is going to die, this is going to die, and this is going to die. So we are looking very strong right now. And look at how fast we are catching up. We are easily catching him. It was cut a little bit close. It wasn't necessary to give him quite as big of a lead at the start, but look at how fast we are catching him now. We already caught up and we will beat him. So if this has shown one thing, it's how strong the risk factors really are. He had a massive lead and we just went and took it. We really just took away his lead. And where we go, we will win this. Easily. Give him a few more diseases, because why not? For good measure. And we won! I think the weight-based build right now gives you an even bigger advantage, but you know, this still was very solid build we went for. That was also very fast, 229 days. That was, if you think back to the first scenario, that was actually faster than our previous game, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was actually faster. Despite going for a build that I consider to be a little worse, and starting with a person that had no risk factors to begin with, and 100% in every system. So, it was a pretty good game we had here. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, farewell.